You should not just be looking to be visible, you should be looking to be trusted. Now, everybody that has some expertise and knows what they're about with their work should be building a personal brand. I'm definitely a proponent of that. What I'm going to be talking about in this video is what you're going to do to stand out in the sea of personal brands that are going to be coming out now and beyond. Now that personal branding has become sort of mainstream, people are now looking for authority figures. You should not just be looking to be visible, you should be looking to be trusted. You should be looking for people to look at you as a solution. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to position yourself as the go-to expert in your field. And we're not talking fake it till you make it. As always, message clarity is king when you're building authority. There's got to be a clear message. Your message should be clear enough that somebody else can say it for you when you're not in the room. One of the mistakes that I see many personal brands make is that they are trying to say everything as regards the niche that they're building in, and that's not how it works. You've got to say the right thing to the right person directly so that they can hear you. The internet is noisy. Everybody is saying something, right? So the best set of people that you're here to help should be able to hear you clearly. And it is the clarity of message that gives you that. Your message should pass the 5-second test. If I land on your page now, on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, in 5 seconds, can I tell what you're about? Can I tell what you do and who you do it for? Will I be able to get a sense of you within 5 seconds? Because really, that's all it takes for people to make an impression and decide if they're going to spend any more of their time with you on the internet. Again, the internet is a noisy place and attention is currency. So if somebody is going to spend their attention on you, they've got to be able to see clearly whether or not you can help them. With my clients, we always go through this exercise, and this won't take you too much time, but it will give you clarity. If you cannot explain what you do in this sentence, you should go back to the drawing board and try to do that. I help dash, do dash, through dash, right? I help this particular set of people, that's your ideal client, do dash, that is the result they're trying to get, the result you can help them get, through dash, that is your particular methodology. And if you plan to be taken seriously as an authority in your field, you should have a methodology. Not what everybody else in the industry is saying, but what you have used and tested and tried, and you can assure them, you can back it up. So you want to know exactly who you're here to help. Not like you cannot help other people, but if you pick that specific person, then you're going to be able to talk to that person using that person's language and sharing about that person's experience. Number 2, you help that person do this. There is something that person wants that you can give. Now, I help ambitious African women build impact and influence through my internet brand blueprint method. This statement communicates what I do. When you build a powerful and impactful personal brand, that's going to help you get the life that you want. Because I'm clear on this, everything I say, everything I do, how I move is directed at attracting this particular set of people. Now, this internet brand blueprint that I created has come from years of practice and years of trial and error. And now I can back it up because these are strategies that have worked for me and my clients. Now, if you don't have clients, if you are new to the branding space and you're thinking, oh, I don't have clients, so has it worked for you? If it has worked for you, find 2 to 3 people that you can do it for free for so that you can test your methodology. Your authority is going to be attached to your methodology. Are you just here to regurgitate what other experts are saying, or is this something that you know for a fact works? The next thing is you build authority by teaching, not by telling people. We've got expert 1 who knows what she's doing and understands her industry, but all she's posting is her pictures with a motivational quote as caption. And we've got expert 2 who is showing up. Sometimes she posts her pictures, sometimes she posts carousels, sometimes she posts reels. But in all of these formats, what she's doing is breaking down the basics. She is exposing people to what she's an expert in. She's explaining, she's guiding, she's sharing, she's shining a light on, right? Between these two experts, who do you think will be seen as an authority? And remember that this is not a measure of how they really are offline. What it is what people are seeing. So if you're telling people, oh, I'm a gynecologist who has 3 PhDs, and if I can do it, you can do it too, that is great. But if this expert, who is also a gynecologist, comes online every day, tells me why my period is painful, tells me how I can get more fertile, tells me how many eggs come in a woman, I will trust the person that is taking the time to teach me the things that I don't know, even though I'm not trying to be a gynecologist. If you want to be positioned as an authority in your industry, break down the concepts of your industry. Answer the questions that people are Googling. Share the results that you're getting from helping other people. Show your workings, show your method. Be the person that makes the complicated feel simple for your audience. And let me tell you, when it is time for them to solve the problem that you solve, they will come straight to you because they already trust you. Now, between expert one and expert two, they're both being seen, but only one person is getting trusted, and that is the person you want to be. Before we move on, let me tell you that one post will not cut it. Okay, you can post once about why periods are painful, and while that is a great post, that will not in itself build authority for you. So authority is really visibility plus value plus repetition. This is the formula that will get you to position as an authority. Now, the third thing you need to know if you are going to position as the go-to expert in your industry is that you need to own your space. This space, nobody is going to give it to you. Nobody is going to say, oh, she's got this, and this credentials. We should just give her a stage to stand on. You have to decide that you are going to take up space. Now, here's how you can do that. Show your face. Show your face. There are very few qualities that make a person stand out from the next person, that make one human stand out from the next human. Your face is number one on that list. Your voice is on that list. Your name is on that list. Your experiences are on that list. If you show your face, you take yourself miles ahead, because now when people hear your name, they connect you to a face. You can build a personal brand without showing your face, but it will take much longer and it will not be as effective. And we're looking for the most effective way, the fastest way for you to position as authority in your industry so that you can start to reap the benefits. So showing your face looks like picking long form content that shows your face. So you can start either a video podcast or you can start YouTube. One of my clients has a video podcast that we run for her, and all she has to do is just record 10-minute videos. A number of them, we do like 4 a month, and we handle the rest. We do the SEO, we do the editing, we do the distribution, right? It doesn't have to take up much time. But if you are not willing to invest in long form like that, invest in short form, which is like TikToks and Reels. Speak to the camera for a minute, share a tip, teach something, show some insight, and that will help somebody. It will provide value. When you do it repetitively, it will give you visibility and will lead to authority because you are providing value. Remember our formula: authority is value, visibility, and repetition. Secondly, when you speak, speak with conviction. This is why I always tell my clients, don't say what you don't mean. Don't share what you don't believe in. Until you have the capacity, you cannot fake it. Maybe you'll deceive 1 or 2 people, but the actual crowd, the actual horde of people that could work with you cannot, because they can sense something is off, even if they cannot tell what it is. So you need to speak with conviction for you to build authority. For you to speak with conviction, you need to actually believe what you're saying. Nobody knows your lies like you do. And so your voice will betray you if you are saying something that is not true. Stick with the truth. Your authority can be built level by level. If you are only capable of helping year 1 to year 5 people, you don't need to be advertising masterminds for year 20 people, right? Stick with what you know Continue to expand capacity, but speak with conviction about what you know. And remember, an authority says things that matter, not just trending things. There are many trends that I enjoy in passing, but I do not use to create because my brand is not in alignment with those trends. It is not every trend you need to jump on if you are building authority in your industry. You need to be able to decipher, to discern, to know which one works for you, know which one is going to attract the person you're trying to attract, know which one is in alignment with your messaging. Now, as always, you know that we're going to cover a little mindset because you are only as big as your mind is. You will only go as far as your mindset allows you to. So, here are a few mindset shifts that have helped me and my clients that will help you because, of course, I want to see you grow. I want to see you expand. I want to see you position as the go to authority in your field. First, forget having it all together. You see, when I started with YouTube, I had not even understood what my online business was going to be or that I was going into the online business space. I thought I was just coming on to share the things that I was learning on YouTube. When I started, I had an iPhone 11 at the time that I remember, but I didn't have like a ring light or any settings. So I had a makeup artist friend who borrowed me her extra ring light. That was what I started with. I could have said, oh, I don't have a ring light. I don't have any form of lighting. I cannot start. That is not the excuse that I used at the time. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have any sort of gadget apart from my phone. And that was what it took to start. If I had not started with that borrowed ring light, I would never have figured out how to edit videos, how to create podcasts, how to expand in social media, how to build all of the things that I have built, how to build websites, how to build organizations, how to work with clients, how to coach. All of that came off the back of just starting, even though I didn't have much. Wherever you are, you have more than enough to start. What are you letting keep you back? Second thing is make sure that nothing stops you from documenting your process. You see that process, that not so great place you are right now, that is part of the journey, and that is what will form proof of your growth. When people say, oh, they've grown from this to this, once I see where they're coming from, I have even more respect for where they have gotten. Document your process, document it on video, talk about it. As a matter of fact, if you can start a podcast right now, start it so that you can document your process. If you are interested in talking with me about us handling your podcast, send me a message or an email. The links are in the description. But start some form of long form content that allows you to document your process. Documenting your process positions you as authority very, very quickly. And finally, I will reiterate that if you speak from truth, if you share what you know and nothing else, you will attract the trust, no matter how small your audience is. You will earn the trust of that audience and you will attract people who need that exact thing that you have, because that exact thing you have to give, to teach, to help, it is more than enough. Remember, if you want to be seen as an authority with your personal brand moving forward, get your messaging crystal clear, create and share value consistently, and keep showing up on purpose and in purpose. As you all know, my brand new book is going to be launched on the 17th of May. If you have pre-ordered your copy, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, the link is in the description. There are perks that come with pre-order that you will not get after May 17th. So you can pre-order your copy in the link in the description. Secondly, spots are open for working with me in May and June. So if you are interested in that, you can book a call, a one-on-one call with me so that we can talk about that. And finally, join the community in any capacity. If you're new here, follow, subscribe, find me on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. We've got a podcast called She's the Brand Podcast that is aimed at making you grow into the person, the woman of purpose that you have been created to become. Join us there, binge. We've got over 75 episodes over there. We've got lots of videos here that I have created to help you grow into the woman of influence and impact that you know you can be. So enjoy all of these things, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to drop a comment if this was helpful in any way at all, and I will see you next time. Bye.